Hello everyone, Epic Sonar Man here. Virulence just recently released episode 107, and it turned out to be an episode of parts. So today we got part 1, and it was crazy. I know while I'm writing this video I'm 2 hours late because of me dreaming of Computer Woman, but it doesn't matter. But besides that, in this episode we also got the entrance of a new character on the undead side, which this blood looks powerful as heck. But in today's video I will analyze this whole episode and give my opinions. But before we start this video, make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel. We need every support to grow this channel more, so if you watch and like my videos, subscribe. Anyways, here we go. Episode firstly starts on our POV being the Dark Speaker Man again. We can see how the Dark Speaker Man is killing every toilet on his way, but after he kills that bro, we can see the Speaker Woman and the other Speaker Man coming from another way, and bro's knife falls off and he picks it up. I love how their knives glow. But then the others arrive, and seems like not much speakers survived. I just hope they don't get an extinction like the microphones. After the others arrive, looks like the exit gate is stuck and won't open. But Speaker Woman stabs the opening button and manages to open some of it, but the Chat Speaker Man opens the rest with his amazing strength. I guess now we know why all the Speaker Womans were into him. And here comes another leak frame from one of the G clones attacking something. And I thought this was inside the base when I saw the leak, but it's outside. But this G clone was attacking the Titan Speaker Man, which was the worst mistake he has done, because it literally cost him his life. And we can see more of the new things Speaker Titan got, and turns out bro got a freaking scythe. I also remember the Necromancer having one back then, but that's besides the point. This one looks 100 times cooler. But one stupid clone tried to attack Titan, but before he can even blink bro gets completely obliterated by Titan in a second. After he destroyed the G clone, he throws his scythe at two other G clones, but it looks like he misses. And I say it looks like because it doesn't actually misses and comes back to destroy the clones. Bros were going to attack Titan because they thought Blood had a bad aim, but after he kills them he leaves the area to an unknown direction. But after that we turn around and see the other speakers killed. And we see the Speaker Woman and the others with another speaker that survived and is still alive. Well, at least for now. This part kinda reminded me of Silver Speaker Man from Skibidi Genesis, but that's besides the point. But then the Speaker Man dies. Press F to pay your respects for the Speaker Mans. They are dealing with the same situation like the microphones. Only thing is that their Titan isn't infected. But then some random toilet pops up out of nowhere, and inside it there is a green speaker. Looks like some kind of sick joke from the mutant that's about to appear, because these speakers are green meaning they are corrupted like the microphones. But then out of nowhere a big mutant with speakers and a big speaker head appears, and he brutally starts attacking the others instead of the Dark Speaker Man. But while Dark is getting his knives, bro is brutally killing the other speakers, making sure they don't live. And the way he killed them, and literally throws a knife of Speaker Woman, we say she died, which I thought for a second she died. But since we know she isn't that easy to kill, later on you will see she is alive. And this bro takes out the speaker head he had, and grows up his normal head. This bro reminds me of the other microphone mutant, which these both mutants, this new one and the microphone one, reminds me the ones from the G Squad on the original series. Who knows, and maybe there will be a G Squad here too, or an undead squad. But this bro tries to convince the Dark Speaker Man to join him, and see what true power is. I have a feeling this guy and the other mutant with microphones will be special agents like the ones of the G Squad in the original series. This one reminds me of the buff mutant, and the microphone mutant reminds me of the buzzsaw mutant in the original series. But maybe I am just yapping. Bro literally told the mutant, nah, I'd win. But after he rejects the offer, he starts fighting this bro. We see the Speaker Man using his ninja techniques. Bro literally stabbed the mutant in the head like 6 times, and bro is still standing. This guy is pretty crazy, and for some reason I'm starting to like this bro. He might be one of my favorite undead mutants because of how strong this bro is. But out of nowhere he gets shooted by a Strider speaker, and the design of it's just crazy. We can see that bro is still alive after that, and even tries to shoot back the Strider, but it didn't go well for him. I guess the Strider is a bigger W than him. And we can see the Speaker Woman in the Strider like the scientist cameraman in the original series, and see how Speaker Woman is alive. Turns out she ran away and one of her knives fell, and she helps out the Dark Speaker Man. But while that, the mutant wakes up angry and decides to leave the zone before he gets cooked. And we get a look of the Strider speaker, and I am impressed how Virulence designed his characters, because even the Strider looks amazing. Let's give a round of applause to Virulence for the good work. But here is the interesting part, because right after seems like a good ending, we can see in the background G-Man arriving and looking angry at the Strider. This moment really was like a goofy, "Oh well, be right back" moment. But besides that, let's not hope G-Man kills the Strider, brah. He just appeared. Let's hope Speaker Titan comes back before we get cooked. And yes, the episode ends on that cliffhanger. It couldn't end on a better cliffhanger. But before giving my theories and opinions, I want to share something with you guys that Verlance told me. Because Verlance told me more episodes that will be one of the most hyped ones. As we know by the interview, we do know for now the hyped episodes are now episode 108 and 111. But now Verlance told me that also episode 109 and 110 will also be crazy. But the one we are most hyped is 111. Because as we know, Toilet Emperor returns in episode 111. And he also told me that part 2 is going to be even wilder, as episode 107 is sort of a filler episode. The next upcoming episodes will be even crazier. So I can't wait for that because I know they will indeed be fire. As Verlance said, I am also so hyped for episode 111 because it's the return of Toilet Emperor. But besides that, I also want to give some of my theories. But I also invited a friend to also give us his opinions on the episode and his theories. So let's introduce him.
Yo, Wagwan, Superior Roadman here, and I am glad to be a part of this video with my friend Epic Sonorman. This will definitely be a fun video, so make sure you like and subscribe to me, both me and Epic. But anyways, I will pass back on to Epic.
Welcome, bro. I'm glad to have you here, as we can also see what are your options and thoughts of the episode. You guys probably don't know who is my friend Superior Roadman, or some probably do, so subscribe to him and I will leave a link to his channel in the description. I don't do much collabs because there are not many Skibidi Wars analysis channels, but that's besides the point. So I first want to talk about this new mysterious mutant that appears in this episode. He first appears attacking the Speaker Squad and for a moment looking like he killed the Speaker Woman, which pretty much was unlikely because later turns out she escapes. But the way this bro comes is crazy. I do have a theory that this guy will be one of the important mutants of the undead team. But what about you? What do you think about this?
When I saw this part, I literally almost started laughing because I knew that many Speaker Woman simps would probably get upset about her so-called death. But I also think that this mutant is quite interesting. I was quite surprised when he removed the large speaker head from his body and grew back his own original head. It was quite uncanny to say the least, but when he hit Dark Speakerman away and started yapping to him about joining Necromancer's side, it was quite interesting to say the least too. Because this is the only mutant that has actually spoken in the series so far except for Necromancer when he demanded to know where the common key was. But overall, I'd say this specific mutant was quite a surprise to me and many others.
Yes, definitely this new mutant is something else. And like I said before, I personally think this bro is going to be part of some special squad in the Necromancer Undead team. I also said that perhaps it will be something similar like the G Squad in the original series. And I also think the other mutant with microphones is also part of it because he also looks special like this other blood. But besides this, we also witnessed the new upgraded Speaker Strider, which I say it again, the design of it's just crazy, and Verlance is cooking a lot with these designs. That is also one thing I love about Verlance, is that bro is so creative, and when it comes to the design and plot it's just so cinematic. But this new Speaker Strider is insane. One thing I did notice was that if the Speaker Strider didn't came at that moment, probably Dark Speaker Man would be cooked.
Ah yes, when I thought Dark Speakerman was gonna die I felt a little bit of hopelessness, but when the Speaker Strider showed up and blew that ugly goofy looking mutant away, it was awesome. I feel like Verlance overdid himself with this one design on the Speaker Strider, but once Speaker Woman showed up again I frowned because I thought that the simps had lost their Speaker Mommy, but clearly I was wrong. But still, in my opinion, I think the Speaker Strider is cool. But let's not forget when Jimmy showed up behind it, and Speaker Woman. I knew that something is gonna go wrong or right already, but overall I can't wait to see what happens in part 2. We were literally left on a cliffhanger of whether Jimmy kills the Speaker Strider or Titan Speakerman shows up again and beats the hell out of Jimmy, but I think it most likely will end in one of them retreating.
Indeed, I was thinking about that, but I don't think the Strider will die this soon. Maybe something similar will happen like in the original series. When the upgraded Strider camera appeared for the first time in that same episode, it got cooked, but then it got fixed and now is a mech. Maybe something similar will happen, or Verlance is going for something much different. I do really hope Speaker Titan didn't went too far so we can see how he fights Jimmy. But anyways, mind giving your final thoughts on this episode?
Well, in my final opinion, I think in part 2 we definitely will be seeing both Jimmy and Titan Speakerman have a huge battle between each other. I am hoping that Titan Speakerman wins this fight, as I took a liking to the Speakerman and their base. It's a cool base and I really do not want to see these guys get done dirty just like the microphone men. If that happens I literally will cry, but still I really think that once the two start fighting, Jimmy will get injured and then Phantom will show up with her troops, and for once we might even see her go into her Titan form and battle with Titan Speakerman, but sadly I think Titan Speakerman will lose against her due to her powers being on a scale just like Necromancer. I really do hope that the Speakermen survive the attack on the base if they fail to win against Phantom and Jimmy's attacks, but I think I've said enough for now. I'm gonna hand it back to Epic Sonorman and go eat some biscuits.
Epic Theories, enjoy your biscuits, but as my final thoughts, I do think Speaker Titan is going to return back to the base. Because I am still not forgetting the purpose Jimmy is there is to steal the speaker's key, and yet we haven't seen Phantom yet in the base, which we know she is going to arrive because the inventor told her to join Jimmy, so I think on part 2 she will finally arrive, and Speaker Titan needs to go back there because he needs to protect the key. Or, unless Titan Speaker never left and he just went on another direction to fight another toilet that was going around the other part of the base, but I do think he didn't left because he needs to protect the key. And maybe while he fights Jimmy, Phantom will sneak in the base and steal the key. Maybe the speakers will try to stop her, but I think it won't work. But anyways, that's all for today's video. If you love these videos and want part 2 to come out faster, make sure to like and subscribe.